Okay, good evening, everyone. I would like to call to order the public hearing of the Board of Public Safety, which is going to be held before the regular meeting, which many of you may be here for the regular meeting. We're going to call to order the public hearing. It should be brief, and then we will start the regular meeting. So I'll call to order the public hearing. May we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. May we have the roll call, please?
Milton Reed.
Here.
Richard Tremzinski.
Here.
Frank Smith.
Here.
Okay, so we are here to have this public hearing for in consideration of the application for La Familia Tattoo, LLC, 529 West Chicago Avenue in East Chicago, Indiana, 46312. Is there anyone here that would like to express themselves in public comment for this public hearing? We would ask that you state your name and your address, and you limit your comments to 2 minutes. Having no one here, we will entertain a motion. Having no one here that has come forth to speak, we will entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly seconds. Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor of closing the public hearing, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, and the public hearing is officially closed. Thank you. Now, if we're ready. Okay. Now I will call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Public Safety, June 23rd, 2025. We will follow the agenda we have in front of us, but we will start with the roll call.
Milton Reed.
Here.
Richard Tremzinski.
Here.
Frank Smith.
Here.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from Monday, June 9th, 2025?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now the board will entertain a decision to approve the application for La Familia Tattoo, LLC, to be located at 529 West Chicago Avenue in East Chicago, Indiana. Is there a motion to approve the application as presented with the supporting documentation?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Any questions?
None.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Can you please, Ms. Cosmo, notify the affected departments within the city that it has been approved?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And now we will get to new business. There is a resolution 2025-20, 4215, carry and release of lien. Is there a motion to adopt the resolution?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and probably second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We will now turn the meeting over for the building department recommendations. Or do you want us to carry the order to rescind and then come up? Sure. Okay. We will entertain a motion for the order to rescind and release order to demolish for 4019 Railroad Avenue. Is there a motion?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now for the building department.
Good evening. Good evening to the board, Mr. President. Kevin Smith on behalf of the building department. Of course, Mr. Portalatine's here. Mr. Watson is also here. We do have before the board several properties that are listed for new demolitions, and then a couple others for demo liens and rehab agreements. If I could present to the board, or just to set the record on all of these demolitions, These properties all were issued notice of violation and a request to, by the building commissioner, Mr. Portalatin, who of course is the enforcement authority in the city of East Chicago, to request this board to affirm his order of demolition today. These properties were properly noticed via certified mail, regular mail, and publication, as well as posting on the property. These properties are all considered to be qualified under the Unsafe Building Act as either in an unsafe situation or also blighted and in need of demolition. They qualify under the act, in the city's opinion, and the enforcement authority's opinion, as those that qualify under the Unsafe Building Act for demolition. I do have, in support of our properties tonight, a binder that has photographs. If I could present that to the board, and these also be made part of the record to support our request tonight to affirm those orders of demolition.
Yes, sure.
Thank you. So, Mr. President, as usual, we do have some parties present today. I know there's one attorney here. If you want to take it in that order, and then we'll finish with the ones that are not here. Is that's okay with you?
That would be great. We can do the attorney first.
Yes, I believe we have, this would be 3712 Grand Boulevard, and I'm sorry, I should have kept the table of contents. I'm not sure which number that is on there. I think it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perhaps.
Yes.
And this is a property that's owned by U.S. Bank Trust Company out of Salt Lake City, Utah. The photographs that I provided show a 2-story home with bricks that are starting to separate. It's vacant. The windows are in disrepair. There's exposed wood on the front of the property. The city's position is that we would request the order to be affirmed.
Okay.
Thank you, Attorney Ian Flora here for U.S. Bank and Trust. We got the property back after sheriff's sale. We have recently got it on market, and we're working to get in there and fix the building, so we'd ask that it not get a demolition order and be given 60 days to make repairs.
So the city's position on this is generally that the order be affirmed, and then of course, as the board's aware, we don't get those out for probably at least 8 weeks. That should give the bank time to contact Mr. Portalatin, but if we don't enter the order tonight, then of course we're left with catching up in 60 days. So I request the order be affirmed, given the condition of the property, and then allow Mr. Flora time to meet with Mr. Portalatin if in fact they find a buyer between now and then.
Right, and I generally say this, exactly what you're saying, but this, so I don't have to repeat it for every case, this is generally the case. I'm asking if you are aware that this is the start of the process, not the end of the process. There is a very aggressive approach to repair or demolish these blighted properties, and so you will have plenty of time, but I encourage you as an attorney to engage everyone in the audience to engage our building department. We typically get a win-win for all sides, but it has to be very clearly communicated, and it has to be actionable items that are demonstrated over a relatively modest period of time, but you do have some time to show effort. So we will likely accept the recommendation, but we encourage you that this is the start of the process, not the end.
Thank you, Mr. President. Nothing further.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the next property then, with someone here, I'm just going to go in order, is 1217 West 150th Street. I believe, and I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this name, Gize Gonzalez Garcia is here. Hi. You can come on up if you'd like. Mr. President, this property is a 2-story brick home showing porch bricks that are separating. There's a roof over the porch is collapsing. The bricks are bowing and decaying and separating. The east side roof and soffit are rotten and missing. The back porch is missing. That checklist, of course, from the city is from January of 2025. I don't believe there's been any substantial work on the property, and given the condition of the property, it would be our request to affirm the demolition.
If you would like to speak, you can.
Yes, I got permit for until September, I think, and I tried to do the work. I already demoed the front porch. I take it down, and maybe the next 2 weeks I'm gonna start with the roof and continue with the windows,
Okay.
porch, and all that before the permit expire.
Okay, and have you been in touch with our building department?
We did acquire permits prior to the demolition, the work has been fairly slow.
Okay.
And that's why we started with the demo.
Sure.
And enter into rehab, sure.
Okay, and so, again, you know, one thing that I didn't mention is that there is an agreement called, we call it the rehab agreement, and it has a specific list, so you know that the city's exact expectations to get it off of the demolition status. This starts the process, but it sounds like you're gonna have to get a lot more aggressive in the repair, so we encourage you to keep in touch. But thanks for coming out this evening.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
And nothing else to present? You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, please keep in touch with the James in the building department, or NSP.
Mr. President, next property with the person present here is 5013 Alexander Avenue. This is garage only. The owner is listed as Dorothy Renee Dix. I believe Ms. Dix was here. All right, so just briefly then, the garage door is dented, soffit missing, wooden panels missing, and roof is in significant disrepair, including caving in of the roof. It's my understanding that Ms. Dix was here and has agreed to enter the 50/50 program, and so we would request that order be affirmed as well.
Okay.
Next property that I believe someone is here on is 4859 Drummond Street Garage, and I believe there's a Maria Resipensky. Yes. All right. We showed the owner listed as a Rosora Diaz from the same address. The photos in the booklet show wooden brick garage. The door is missing. Dry rotted windows are covered in wood, and the garage is in significant disrepair. We would request the order be affirmed. Could you please indicate your name, spell your last name for the court reporter, and also your association with the property?
Okay. My name is Maria, and my last name is Resipsemsky, Maria, and then the spell of my last name is Rzepzzynsky, Shevchemsky, and I'm here on behalf of my mother, Rosara Diaz.
If there are any comments you'd like to share with the board?
Yes, I do. We had followed everything they had said. We had lived in the property like for almost 50 years. We're not people that cause any problems. We had do a lot of repairs. My mom is 84 years old. She's not here. She's in Mexico. I have the power of attorney, and everything that they have said, we had followed it. So now we come to this problem about demolition when we said, we did everything they said.
Okay, thanks for coming out. I think you need to have a more detailed conversation with James. The way the property is presented, I don't know if these are new conditions, but this would not be acceptable. So repairs definitely seem to be needed from the images that I would see. But again, if you will work with James, you may have done everything in the past. He may have a new list for you, a new rehab agreement and a time frame. That's an important thing, that it has to be done on a certain time frame. Appreciate you being a good citizen, but a part of that is also keeping up the property. So please, we ask you to speak with him.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you for coming out. All right.
All right, next property that we have someone here is 4236 Indianapolis Boulevard Garage. I believe Octavio Reyna is here. Mr. Reyna? All right. This property, again, garage, it's a cement block garage that appears to be in disrepair. The roof is in significantly damaged and collapsing condition. Soffit is missing or rotted, and the roof is bowing. So given the condition of the property, we would request that the garage be, the order of demolition be affirmed.
And this is Todd Avenue?
This is, I'm sorry, Indianapolis, 4236 Indianapolis.
Okay.
Should be right after Grand in the book.
Okay. Go ahead, please proceed.
Yes, my name is Octaviano Urena. I reside at 4236. My first time having to deal with something like this, so I don't know what the procedure is, but I'm learning as I go. As far as the garage being demolished, torn down, that's not the route I want to take. I want to be able to fix my roof and get things properly done, but I need to know the process. From what I understand, I need to speak to the gentleman over here and work out everything with him, which I guarantee you I will do.
Okay, we appreciate you coming out, and that definitely is the path. So we'll keep this on our list. You'll have an opportunity to come back before us, but he'll be looking for progress to report.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for coming out.
And just, Mr. President, I do want to make clear, go ahead, sir. Do you need something? You good? No, yeah, you can. I just want to make clear to everybody that is coming up to remember that the result of tonight will be an order of demolition that is recorded on the property.
That's right.
And that to get that order of demolition off of the property, they have to go ahead and follow that procedure. But I do
That
want to
is
make clear
correct.
that if the board grants the request, which we'll make at the end of our presentation, that it would affirm the order and it would be recorded.
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks for
The next property that I have a person here is 3933 Ivy Street, garage only. I believe a property manager by the name of Ms. Perez is here. We show the owner listed as C-Star Properties, Inc., with the registered agent of 4328 Olcott Avenue. The photos show the garage soffit and roof is in decay. Siding is starting to separate, and the garage appears to be leaning over. We'd request the order be affirmed, given the condition of the property.
If you would like to speak,
We've pulled permits to do the work.
can you please just state your name?
I'm sorry. My name is Antonia Perez. I'm property manager for Vilgar Property Management. And we have pulled permit, and owner wants to repair the garage.
Okay.
So
All right.
then I
Have
just see him.
have you familiar with speaking
Never.
with James? Okay, well, speak with James because you want to make sure that the permits you pulled meet the requirements.
Right. For what
And
we
everything
need to
that
do.
is required by the city to avoid the demolition. It's likely to be entered as an order, but you do have time to do the repairs and we'll take it off. We'll rescind the order.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
If you get the work done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, next property, and I believe the last property with someone here tonight as it goes to the new demolitions, is 4513 Todd Avenue. The owner is listed as Hope Quintero, and I believe she's here. This property shows, this is garage only again, shows that the garage roof is collapsed with a tree overhanging on it. The windows are broken out and the soffit is in poor condition. Given the condition of the property, the city would request the demolition order be affirmed.
If you would like to speak.
I'm pretty much in the same boat as them, but I just wanted to say my brother passed away, and literally, we did a short-term deed the day before he passed.
Okay.
So there is somebody living there, his partner is living there, and he's supposed to be keeping up on the property and doing all this. Shame on me for not checking. But he, is supposed to be cutting the grass and taking care of everything. I had no idea about anything until 2 weeks ago when I got a certified letter.
Okay.
After that, he told me that you guys were sending notices to the house, but he never gave them to me.
Okay.
So I just wanted you guys to know that. If I would have knew about it, I would have took care of it.
Are you still the, because you're listed on the title work as the owner, are you still the owner?
I'm the owner.
Because I thought you said you had a short-term deed.
Well, yeah, but it's in my name.
Still in your name?
Yes, it's still in my name. But we just did that short-term there where you go to the courthouse and you sign really quick because he was passing away.
Right. Okay. Like a quick claim. You said
Right,
short
quick
term.
claim.
Quick
There you go.
claim.
I'm sorry, I was
Yeah.
saying the wrong thing. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. So that's what it was. So I mean, honest to God, it was done very quickly, and I had no idea that any of this was going on.
Well, we appreciate you coming out. We try to be very cooperative with our building department, but we're very adamant about the repairs in a certain time frame, a reasonable time frame, but it has to be done. So we appreciate you coming
All right,
out.
thank
Please
you.
get that information and communicate. Thank you.
Let me just ask, Mr. President, maybe you could ask if anybody else is here on any of the other property. I don't believe so.
Is there anybody else here to speak for a property?
All right. Then I would like to then request also, for those that have failed to appear, 3810 Parish Avenue Garage. The owners are listed as the Becerras at that address. The photos show a garage and roof collapsing, gutter and soffits missing, and garage appears to be in significant disrepair. Given the condition, we'd request the order be affirmed for that property. And then finally, 4847 White Oak Garage only. The owner is listed as Jorge Vega, also at that address. The photos show what appears a wood garage with a significantly damaged roof. The door is rotted, the roof has a hole in it and is collapsing. Again, on that property, given the condition, we'd request the order be affirmed. So, I think the only other property that we didn't address was 3942 Alder. That is owned by by Patricia Stevens and Robert Justine at that address. Mr. Portalatin has indicated that they were here and left, and that they are looking for assistance through the East Chicago Department of Redevelopment. This property, and this is not just the garage, this is both the house and the garage, show 1.5-story residential property with the roof decaying, windows decaying, and boarded up. Soffit is missing, and so again, given the status, we'd request that the order be affirmed. So, Mr. President, as to all the properties listed under new demos on the agenda, we would request that the orders be affirmed, given the condition of the property, that we do have good service, that notice has been provided under the statute, and the presentation and evidence we've given to you today.
Is there a motion to affirm the new demolition list as provided by the building department?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The list is affirmed.
Next, Mr. President, under the agenda, we do have two demolition liens for 3823 Butternut and 3827 Butternut. I would represent to the board that the information you have before you is the invoices and proof of the work that has been done on the property in accordance with the Unsafe Building Act, and we would request that the liens be approved given the proof of the work and the evidence presented to the board.
Is there a motion to approve the demolition liens as presented?
I make a motion.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
All right, hearing no questions, we'll take, well, I guess one question for me. So the amount of the lien, that was the cost of the demo?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be the cost of demolition.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was my question. So if any other questions? Hearing no questions, we'll take a vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right.
Mr. President, the next order of business on the agenda is the rehab agreements from the building department. You should have two rehab agreements, one for 4823 Alexander and one for 4753 Melville. Is anybody? Oh, yes. I believe the owner is here. You're the owner, right? Okay, of both? Both of them? Okay. And I believe your name?
Marisela Galvez.
Yes.
Marisela Galvez.
And Ms. Galvez, I believe, has signed the agreement. So hopefully
Yes.
it's been signed.
Yes.
And so we are just requesting that the agreements be approved as presented to the board for rehab.
Okay, is there a motion to accept and approve the rehab agreements as presented on the agenda?
I'll make a motion.
I second the
It's been
motion.
moved and properly second. Are there any questions?
I have none.
None.
I didn't give her a chance to speak. I don't know if you would like to speak.
No, I don't have no
Do you
questions.
understand your obligations under the agreements?
Yes, I do.
And then you're, by signing that, you're affirming that you're going to get that work done in that amount of time?
Yes,
And you also understand that the demolition order remains on the property?
yes, I
So
do.
that if you don't follow up with that, the city can still knock on the property.
Yes, I do understand.
Okay. Agree. Okay, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right.
Last, we have a notice of emergency order to demolish an unsafe building at 4219 Ivy. I'm not sure if Mr. Portalatin wants to be heard on that, but I know he did give notice of this under the 36-7-9-9. James, do you want to be heard on the emergency? Did you want to say anything about the emergency on Ivy?
4219 Ivy.
It's the emergency order that you have up tonight.
Oh, yes. 42. Yes, this was a fence that was leaning extensively. We were doing the demo of the garage, and we noticed that fence was leaning excessively into the adjacent property, and we had to take action to remove the fence.
It was kind of like a concrete wall.
A concrete wall.
Okay.
That's what it was. So under the act, of course, James, or Mr. Portalatin does not have to give notice, however, he generally does. And of course, he's only acting to remove the emergent danger to either life, property, or safety, and that is the concrete wall.
Right, and we don't take a vote on that. It's just FYI,
Correct. It's
right?
Pretty
Sure.
close
Information.
to a gas meter
Yeah.
too. And so
Sure.
forth, so,
Okay.
yeah.
No, we appreciate that. Thank you for sharing the detail.
Mr. President, that concludes my presentation, and I thank you to the board.
All right, thank you, Attorney Smith, for coming out with the detail. Always a great job. There is no other audience here for participation. Our next meeting will be Monday, July 14th at 5 p.m. We'll take a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned.